be wrong, but if we don't change things. But the last thing I want to say is not of support of Anonymous, not of support of go to iPredator and Dr. Nuccitelli. My message, my closing remark are to you internet trolls. There are plenty of internet trolls, Kevin, that are brilliant, that are intelligent, that are smart, that are offline or good people, but what they are, and it's been proven now through studying of bullying, cyberbullying, they're bystanders. In order, and this is also Adlerian, is you don't have to follow your other internet trolls to be cool and to fit in. There are, and I can't measure it, but I know because I study and track these trolls. There's some very smart, intelligent folks here, and they're young, and they're old, and they're medium. You don't have to engage in being harmful. You don't have to be one of these people that enjoy defaming others. Come to our side, you know? Absolutely. You guys, and this is to the internet. There's plenty of you. I read about you and I see, I mean, obviously you're targeting me and others, but you're smart. You're brilliant. And you're the future of our world. Why not just chill out? Because if you don't, and don't believe me, a day will come, and I know this will come, is where everything and this is to you trolls, that everything that you're posting, you think it's deletable. Anything you put in cyberspace, whatever you put, whatever is archived.
Yep.
Anything we put into cyberspace becomes part of the internet, part of the infinite database. It can all be pulled. And there will be a day where somebody who's doxing, putting out personal information of whatever their target, I'm posting his address, where his kid goes to school. A day is going to come where that target, and I'm talking to you trolls, is going to be murdered. Let's take it. And during the murder investigation, they're going to say, well, where did all this information, this personal information come about? Because the victim, certainly didn't put it out there. Well, who did? The internet troll. Who are they going to knock at the door? Is the internet troll.
Accessory to murder.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And that is criminal that is where we're moving. So my message to internet trolls is chill out. Go back to classic troll. Be Don Rickles. And for your young people who don't know Don Rickles, Google him.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm behind you on that. And I can't help but wonder if the line is moving as we speak by one-upsmanship, as you spoke about earlier. And if the line's moving, it's hard to pin down. You know, I told you that people know where the line is, and yet I wonder if they're not chasing the line, because this one-upsmanship continues to push the envelope into where people are getting killed, people are getting kidnapped, people are being abducted and sold into the international sex slave trade because of information you put out on the internet that you may not have known would be harmful. And there it is, because you wanted to dox somebody, because you wanted to share somebody's information. And in my case, anybody that shares information about me that could directly harm my daughter is no longer safe. That's all I can say about that.
Listen to me, Kevin. Listen to me. No disrespect to you, my friend, but early in the show, when I was able to go on Skype, I forget his name, you know, whether he's a troll or not, I don't know if he's an adult, but he had no problem writing, oh, well, you in your past shows have talked about your ex-wife. Now, why would he do that? I don't know who he is. I don't know if he's a troll. I don't know. But he literally took the time to say in the commenting, the chat, is, well, Mr. Kevin, you've trashed your ex. You've done that. Why would you do that? Why not just turn it off?
Yeah, and I've admitted that several times before, and I admitted it again after that person said tonight that, yes, I've taken some jabs at my ex-wife that I shouldn't have because that could hurt my kid. She doesn't want to hear bad things about either parent. And it's not something I hide from. The truth is not something I hide from. One thing you guys will learn that like to routinely lie or live a deceptive life. Now, if you're playing a role on the internet, that's a different thing. That's theater. But you will find out that life is a lot simpler when you just behave honestly. Because I have watched liars time and time again get tangled in their own webs and get exposed, and they are not happy with the results. People that tell the truth, it's a simpler mindset. You just keep it real. Yeah, you're going to have some information about your family and your past that you want to keep to yourself. That's your business. And when I first started this show, I said, let me promise you this. What you're getting on this show, aside from my stupid comedy, is truth. That doesn't mean you get all the truth. It doesn't mean you get to learn about my fiancée or her daughter or my daughter or my family. You don't get all that. But what I do share is going to be honest, and it's going to attempt to dissect some things that we don't fully understand. And anyway, that was my whole spiel about truth. And it doesn't seem to be very popular these days, Doc. People don't seem to think truth is very valuable.
What internet trolls do, and they're very good at it, is what they do is they take partial truths.
Yes.
You know? They take things from our past, our present, our future. I mean, these trolls are sitting here saying that I am in these private communities, which is all volunteer, that they have proof. How they would, I don't know, is that I'm using those private communities to promote my theories to make money. If that was true, I would be doing pretty good if I was really 99% of the information I put, and anybody can check, just quote, put I a predator, put, say, Dr. Nucci, it's educational. But so what they do is they take partial truths and they create a story. And this is what true slander, libel, and defamation is. You have false statement of fact. They take partial truths and they create kind of like the Wizard of Oz behind the little green curtain. Is they create this story of utter bullshit. It's all bullshit. And 95% of what trolls rely on, just like walleye predators, cyber stealth, is deception. Mm-hmm. So they use the veil of anonymity, I call, in cyberspace. Mm-hmm. They use that to now create complete and utter nonsense about you. And that's a lot of what internet trolls. I guarantee you tomorrow, even tonight, after this is done in the archives and I share the link, within 2 hours, they will listen to this. By Sunday, no later than Monday, there will be, because I know all the communities and all my wonderful connections, there will be an entire litany of Dr. Nuccitelli promoting my what? My bullshit agenda and my goal to censure freedom of speech.
Oh, bullshit. Look, there's not a more honest person on this platform. There are few that are as educated as I am, and I'm telling you, this man's not selling bullshit. What he's selling is intelligence. What he's selling is good behavior. Whatever happened to that? Whatever happened to treating your fellow human being like a human being? Just because you can hide behind the Wizard of Oz curtain, troll, doesn't mean you should go hide behind that and go fuck somebody's day up. What's wrong with you? Is that how you'd want to be treated? The golden rule wasn't taught to you as a kid. As Debbie said earlier, as the doc knows, and I've said a million times, most of this outrage comes from a place of pain. It's jealousy. You've been abused. You didn't get what you wanted in life. And you feel like you have to strike out because of that? Why don't you just eat that failure and say, I'm stopping the cycle here. Yes, my dad beat me, but I don't have to beat my kid. That's what a real man would do. And we don't have enough of that.
Because and of all the typologies, just like all the typology, for instance, and when we have to go, there are pedophiles, okay? And for me, the online sexual predator, to me, is the most immoral, but there are pedophiles, a very low portion, that are able to keep their deviant thoughts and fantasies between their ears. Mm-hmm. Very small percentage, but there are sexual predators. Well, they're not sexual predators. They're pedophiles that sexually are aroused by children, but they don't act upon it. They don't engage in purchasing and watching online child pornography. They recognize that if they engage in that they are destroying children, destroying society, but they still have the fantasies. Mm-hmm. Related to internet trolls, as I said, I'm willing to give you trolls plenty of latitude, and I see your brilliance. Because some of them, even in their internet trolls, they're accosting me. Some of them are very intelligently Don Rickles.
Yeah,
You know,
Absolutely.
there's times I'm like, wow, that was pretty good. I mean, it's
Hmm.
trashing me and everything that I stand for, but it
Yeah.
was very eloquent how it was written.
Oh yeah.
Those are
There's
the
a guy on this
ones.
network. There's a guy on this network named Barco who is very good at beating me up, and it's beautiful when he does it. Sometimes it really is good work. But he's got. I'm telling you, this guy's IQ is like between 130 and 150. He is really up there, and you know, he's a guy that I really wanted to like, but had some problems with when I read some stuff he had written in a chat. I realized that friendship is, as defined by Facebook, is quite flimsy. I'll put it that way.
In the end, Kevin, with this show, as I can guarantee, just like every show I do, because my fan base must be, you know, I have a high troll fan base right now, I guess,
Hmm.
is I am speaking to you trolls that between your ears, you are thinking to yourself, do I need to do this? Because I have also seen plenty of trolls who have publicly had said in their little communities, I can't do this anymore.
Right.
I've also spoken to, I don't use the, you know, recovering trolls, let's say, who have realized that what they're doing,
Recovering trolls.
either because they're motivated by fear of what's to come, they're smart enough to know a
Yeah.
day will come where somebody's going to get hurt and they will be held accountable from doxing.
Hmm.
I don't care whatever your reason is, just think about it, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, look, I am a father, you know, the whole
Hmm.
archetypes, once again, Jungian, that you don't have to be part of the dark side.
Right.
Come on our side. You know, the light, the good side. Those of us that are trying to stop, we're not bad people.
No, we just, you know, I know life's hard enough, and I don't want to see anybody giving anybody else a hard time. If they want to hate something, God knows. We've had some debates in my chat rooms where a person that's like a famous, say, a political figure, would be attacked on the one side and then attacked on the other, and we drill into it. Okay, well, what is it about this person you hate? And we're not just saying you can't hate. We're just saying keep it civil, keep it sensical, and why the attacks that get into people's personal lives? What are you doing there? What are you trying to gain there? Because there can be no real academic value in turning someone's personal life upside down. If they have attacked you in the same way, in my mind, I give them a pass. For some now, Mahatma Gandhi would tell me, Kevin, no, eye for an eye is not the way. Turn the other cheek is the way. That's hard for me. That's hard. I wrestle with that. Yes, turn the other cheek is probably the correct way, and a calm Kevin would probably agree with that. But I'm a person who was brought up to want to see justice everywhere. So eye for an eye looks right to me. So I wrestle with that a lot, quite a bit. Eye for an eye or turn the other cheek. I don't know. Personal attacks, unless they're in response to personal attacks, and even then, you can stop the cycle if you choose to. Tonight, I had a lot of things on my mind that I was going to say about specific hosts, and I held my tongue. I bit my tongue and just said, I'm not gonna add to this.
And do you know why, Kevin? Because you have what's called integrity.
Hmm.
That is what, for those trolls out there who will listen to this, that is what I'm asking. Because for you young trolls, you will grow up and there will be a day where you're going to be sitting, let's say 10, 15 years down the road, and somebody's going to talk to you about trolls. When I'm asking you trolls, are you going to sit there and fully admit that you were a brutal troll and you spent your days humiliating and exploiting other people? Of course not. You know why? Because if you're not a psychopath, you're going to be incredibly ashamed and embarrassed. And of
Hmm.
course, you're not going to talk about it. So instead
Absolutely.
of experiencing that someday, how about just stop? That's all. Stop.
Yep.
So there's
Amen.
my final word.
Well, you guys heard it here first. It is the king of iPredator, the creator of iPredator Inc., and he's on a roll. And this machine that he has built is picking up steam. I guarantee it because I'm going to do everything I can to help it pick up steam. And if you hear this and you know somebody that's a victim of, I'll call it intense trolling. We have to separate the Don Rickles from the psychopaths. If you know somebody that's been a victim of intense trolling, things that wreck your life, put people into depressions, make people possibly suicidal, these people will be stopped. You have a choice on whether or not you want to be involved in that or not. If you're a troll, as the doc said, you can stop being a troll. You can stop being a troll. Just like you can stop being an asshole, although some assholes can't stop. If it's a sickness, I don't know what to say. Are they going to have psychiatrically or psychoactive troll medication of some type, doubtful.